Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is Sunday. We got 13 races. Let's quickly go to Pete Aiello with the track and weather conditions.
The Sunday card begins with picturesque conditions for horse racing. Temperatures in the mid-70s, a sunny sky, a fast main track, and a firm turf. First of the day over that firm turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $20,000. Luca Panici on number 1, Fast Girl, a field of 9. First race favorite off the claim, number 2, Miss Alifant. Racing at Gulfstream. And the favorite, Miss Alifant, was a step slow to get going. Good start for Reba's Right from the center. Up on the outside, Red Sails comes away to race in second. Fast Girl has speed from the rail, and on the outside, Thanks Mom. Trying to get over are the Ortiz brothers on Beacon of Light and Michelle's Laugh, respectively. Wolf Eyes save ground with Miss Alifant between horses, and the early trailer is She's No Joke. Around the first turn they go. 2 bombs up front. It's 70-1 Reba's Right from 70-1 Red Sails, first and second. Fast Girl the Gray is third for Luca Panici. Racing in fourth is Thanks Mom. Then it's a gap of 2 to Beacon of Light, who races outside of Wolf Eyes. Miss Alifant is down toward the inside. Now she's angled to the 2 path for Racing Room. The 2 at the back are Michelle's Laugh and She's No Joke. They head to the half-mile point in the race, and the leader is Reba's Right, and Nick Juarez in front by a length. Red Sails is second. Fast Girl's getting a good setup third. Thanks Mom in the 2 path follows along fourth. Then it's a gap of 3 to the newcomer Beacon of Light fifth and has to go. Miss Alifant on the outside. Then back to Michelle's Laugh, who moves in tandem with She's No Joke. Wolf Eyes is at the back, and up front it's still Reba's Right. Reba's Right to the top of the stretch has the lead through a 48 4.5 mile. Miss Alifant is all in and not responding. To the attack is Thanks Mom. Beacon of Light shown open racetrack from between horses, Red Sails, but Reba's Right is still there. Reba's Right 70-1 and 1/8 of a mile from home on top. Thanks Mom trying to bridge the gap when it matters. Back to third and Beacon of Light on the outside. Late run from Michelle's Laugh. Reba's Right wanders. Thanks Mom surges. Reba's Right, Thanks Mom surging. Reba's Right, Thanks Mom, Thanks Mom! Jockey Miguel Vasquez ducked inside of the leader and got up to win it. Thanks Mom in 1:31.3. Almost had a super upset in today's first race. Instead, just an upset as number 7, Thanks Mom, gets up to win it, narrowly under jockey Miguel Vasquez for trainer Ron Spatz and owners Kenwood Racing and Wasabi Ventures. A possibility for a big long shot was 5, Reba's Right, who hit the board, while second at 70-1, ahead of the 8, Beacon of Light, who ran third. To the second race now, veteran claimers at 6 furlongs. These are fillies and mares in for a $12,500 price tag, a field of 6. Race time favorite was the 1, Making Havoc. And they're off. Jamie's Dancer was away well toward the rail. Making Havoc was a step slow to begin, but she's now up to take the lead from Lady Coventry, who will flank her, and the 2 favorites get acquainted. Lago Lindo the Gray is now third, 4 clear of Jamie's Dancer and Miss Stalwart, and at the back early is Nile Princess. They speed to the half-mile point. Making Havoc now opens a 2-length lead on Lady Coventry on the chase second. Lago Lindo's on the outside third. Gap of 6 to Miss Stalwart and Nile Princess with Jamie's Dancer at the back. They round the far turn after completing a quarter in 22 and 3. 3 furlongs left to go. Making Havoc has the lead. Challenge is coming. Lady Coventry in the 2 path. Lago Lindo 3 wide as Making Havoc is now asked to quicken up. These top 3 still well clear of the others with a quarter of a mile left to go. On the inside, it's still Making Havoc, but she has plenty of company. Lady Coventry, Jamie's Dancer from the back is rolling for Miguel Vasquez. She's in the pink colors, 5 wide as they straighten for home. Making Havoc has to deal with Jamie's Dancer on the stand side. Here's Jamie's Dancer at Making Havoc. Making Havoc still there. Jamie's Dancer on the outside. Making Havoc pleading for the wire. Jamie's Dancer takes another run at her. Making Havoc still there. Making Havoc, and Zayas carries her home. Jamie's Dancer was second, close for third. Looks like the gray Lago Lindo over Nile Princess and 113 flat. A game and well-deserved victory for number 1, Making Havoc, who goes gate to wire in today's second race, under jockey Edgar Zayas for Avro Racing and the Black and White Express, Ralph Zadie, the winning trainer. Second, number 6, Jamie's Dancer, ahead of number 5, Lago Lindo, who ran third. Time for commercial timeout. When we come back, the Sunday card continues. Don't go away.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility. People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon on the turf in a mile and a 16th. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. Scratch the 4 Dancer's Edge, 7 to the gate. The favorite was the 5, One of a Kind. And they're off. From the center, One of a Kind breaks the line first. Here's Captain Kit being sent along on the outside and Mr. Papillon marching forward. And Mr. Papillon looks like he'll cross and clear in the charge to the first turn. Second belongs to Captain Kit, and then third is Slamey. Then down at the inside goes Menahune, racing ahead of One of a Kind and Rhythm of Samard. Saving ground at the rail is Leroy's Gem as they race around the clubhouse turn. Up front, it's Mr. Papillon, in front now by a length and a half. He's comfortable, too. He leads the way by Captain Kit second. On the outside, Slamey is third, tucked in fourth, Menahune. Then comes One of a Kind, who's racing in fifth, and the black and green silks, only about 4.5 lengths off the lead. Second last, Rhythm of Samard. The back marker is Leroy's Gem. Down the backstretch they go. Up front, Jose Ortiz harnessing the speed of the son of Regal Ransom as Mr. Papillon leads by a length and a quarter. Racing in second is on the outside Slamey, tucked in third, Captain Kit. Back to fourth, Menahune with One of a Kind in the two-path, then Leroy's Gem and Rhythm of Samard as they race to the final half mile. No change in the plot. Mr. Papillon still has the lead, and he's still comfortable, too. Mr. Papillon now leads a length and a quarter again. Slamey has to quicken second. Captain Kit's had the box seat, but he's now losing ground. Juarez goes to work on One of a Kind, who begins to respond while 3 wide. Rhythm of Samard 4 wide. Then Menahune and Leroy's Gem. To the top of the stretch they run. Mr. Papillon now will have to re-brake as One of a Kind is on the attack now. And One of a Kind comes after Mr. Papillon as they straighten in. Mr. Papillon on the inside. One of a Kind on the outside. Shoulder to shoulder with One of a Kind striding to a narrow lead. Mr. Papillon fighting on second, well clear of the others. One of a Kind driven out. One of a Kind and Nick Juarez to win it. Mr. Papillon second, third is Slamey, fourth is Rhythm of Samard, then Leroy's Gem and Menahune. Number 5, One of a Kind gets the job done at a short price in today's third race under jockey Nick Juarez, trainer Armando de la Cerda, and the Midwest Thoroughbreds. Second, number 8, Mr. Papillon ahead of the 7, Slamey, who ran third. To the fourth race now, and about 7.5 furlongs over the turf. Claimers in for a $16,000 price tag. A field of 8. These are fillies and mares, and the bettors like the 7, Plain Air. And they're off. Hanson's Girl from an outside gate blasts out to take the advantage from Plain Air, who moves to be second as Hanson's Girl still way out in the center. Down at the inside goes Magic 2 from third. Moving up to take fourth is Special Consideration. Court Central's at the back of the group as they charge to the first turn. About 5 wide, Hanson's Girl, as the leader now is Magic 2. Magic 2 and Eduardo Nunez take the initiative. They lead by 2 over Plain Air. Second, Special Consideration now third. 4 wide and Hanson's Girl. Down at the rail goes Bossa Yada, then comes Untrue. And the 2 at the back are Court Central and Final Flurry. The opening quarter went in 24-1 as they race down the backstretch. With the lead, it's Magic 2. Nunez trying to harness the speed, so Plain Air's right up alongside. Out 3 wide is Special Consideration. Now Hanson's Girl in the yellow colors moving up to be a joint second. Special Consideration will have to wait and go around. Then comes Untrue and Bossa Yada ahead of Court Central, and at the back of the field is Final Flurry. The opening half mile went in 47-4. Plain Air committed for home now. Plain Air rounds the turn on a 2-length lead, confidently handled. Hanson's Girl, the nearest pursuer, second. Magic 2 is third, trying to rebid. Whip out on Special Consideration. Bossa Yada works into the clear for a stretch opportunity in front of Court Central, and they're at the top of the stretch. Plain Air swings for home on top by 2.5. Hanson's Girl is second. Court Central with a late run inside of Bossa Yada, but inside the final 16th, Hanson's Girl's going to try to get Plain Air. Plain Air's still there. Hanson's Girl can't reach her. Plain Air almost home. Plain Air in front. It's going to be a very close photo for second that goes to Hanson's Girl over Final Flurry, who was charging hard in 129-4. 3 winning favorites in a row as the number 7 Plain Air delivers the money under leading jockey Luis Saez for trainer Angel Rodriguez and owner Frank Calabrese. Second, 8 for Hanson's Girl ahead of the 2 Final Flurry, who ran third. To the 5th race now, a 6-furlong maiden special weight event. 3-year-olds set to go postward. A field of 6. Bettor's not sure where to go here. And they're off. Step slow to begin was Shackled. Good start for the Pletcher pair, Galatians and Autostrade. Moving up toward the inside, Crafty Jack wants to mix it up, so it will be Autostrade to take the lead from Crafty Jack in second. Up into third is D Squared ahead of Galatians, who broke running but is now asked to quicken while racing in fourth. Mintz has no speed, nor does Shackled as they go to the half-mile point. Carlos Montalvo and the Pennsylvania-bred Crafty Jack giving Autostrade all he wants in the early stages through a 22-3 opening quarter. D Squared and Tyler Gaffleone working into the three-path for a clear shot. A gap of another 3 to Galatians, then Mintz and Shackled. 5/16 away. Up front, the leader is Autostrade now by a half a length. Crafty Jack tries to hang with him in second. D Squared poised to strike from third. A gap of 6 to Galatians as the top 3 kick on with a quarter of a mile left to go. 45-2 for the opening half mile. Autostrade comes away with the lead. D Squared, a fresh challenge on the outside. Crafty Jack is back to third with an eighth of a mile left to go. Autostrade has the lead. D Squared is asked to quicken. He's very green. And Autostrade is not, and Autostrade is clear. Autostrade and Johnny V will win it, and they'll win it well by 3.5 lengths. D Squared second, back up for third, got Galatians ahead of Crafty Jack, then Shackled and Mintz.
Nice performance from the son of Giants Causeway. Number 4, Autostrade, gets the gate-to-wire score under John Velasquez for trainer Todd Pletcher and owners Diamato, Lindy Farms, Frisetto, and St. Elias Stable. Second 5, D Squared ahead of the 6 Galatians, who ran third. Look out for horses out of this race. I think it'll be pretty live. We go now to race number 6 at 5 furlongs over the turf. Start of the second pick for the day. Claimers in for a $16,000 price tag. Number 7, Dublin Tinker, was a scratch. A field of 7. Favorite was the 3, Top Hat City.
And they're off. Our boss missed the start 2 lengths. The favorite Top Hat City blasts out to take a clear advantage. Here's Offshore Trip moving up toward the inside. Tres Huevos is away well. He'll take a flanking position and race second for Panici. Away in fourth is Arpanella. Out 3 wide a Mongolian Party, then Our Boss and Wild Force. Past the half-mile pole and swinging to the far turn. Top Hat City with inside position and a narrow lead. Tres Huevos right alongside second. Arpanella and the yellow blinkers get started 3 wide third. 4 wide in Mongolian Party. Saving ground is Offshore Trip. Then back to Our Boss and Wild Force. 22-1 for a casual opening quarter speed. Top Hat City has company, but he's had a pretty easy time of it. He'll turn first with the lead. On the outside and Tres Huevos right alongside second. Offshore Trip is next. Now there's an eighth of a mile left to go. Top Hat City and jockey Nick Juarez getting another eighth of a mile with a 2-length lead. Arpanella, a stretch danger second. Mongolian Party on the outside, but at 4-5, give it to the Top Hat City to win it by 2.5. Second was Arpanella, close for third. Mongolian Party probably got up over Tres Huevos.
Favorites continue to roll along in Hallandale Beach today. 5 winning favorites in a row, in fact, as number 3, Top Hat City, delivers after getting a pretty soft opening quarter. Nick Juarez piloted the son of City Zip to score for Top Hat Thoroughbreds and trainer Wayne Potts. 2, Arpanella was second. 4, Mongolian Party ran third. Time for a commercial timeout. When we come back, maiden claimers over the main track right after this.
And Go Zepper is pulling away. Go Zepper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Zepper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 7 on the program. Maiden claimers at 7 furlongs in for a $12,500 price tag. Scratch the 4, Get Go. A field of 7. Heavily favored, number 7, Burton.
And they're off. Great start for Burton. We Take Checks has speed. Sent between horses is Switchblade to try to get some position, but it will be the favorite Burton to waste no time establishing the lead. But here comes Switchblade under Relu Gutierrez. He wants the lead, and Switchblade now puts a neck in front. Burton will go with him from second. We Take Checks is third. Back to fourth is Perfect Bonus. Then down at the rail goes King Wildcat ahead of Rider of the Blue. And Ovechkin Yager is last of all as they go to the final half mile. With the lead, Switchblade hounded by the big favorite Burton on the outside through opening quarter quarter in just 23-2. It's a gap of another 4 lengths to We Take Checks with perfect bonus down at the inside. Then Rider of the Blue and King Wildcat. Ovechkin Yager is last as they round the far turn. Switchblade has the lead, but here comes Burton, and this time he means business. Burton's within a neck of Switchblade at the 3 furlong point. These two have not given anything else a chance yet with perfect bonus, and on the outside We Take Checks. King Wildcat's better than 10 lengths off the lead. Then comes Rider of the Blue as they race past the quarter pole. Burton and jockey Luis Saez 3-5 and going like one. They lead it by 2.5. Switchblade is back to second. Rider of the Blue and King Wildcat trying to do some work with 3/16 to go. Burton puts away Switchblade, and he has a 4-length head start on the rest, led by King Wildcat and Rider of the Blue. King Wildcat roughed up toward the rail, but Burton's a winner. It's 3-5, and it's Burton to move away. Burton wrapped up in the end. He'll deliver as the 3-5 favorite by 5 in the end. King Wildcat second, Rider of the Blue third. Switchblade ran fourth.
Number 7, Burton was favored in his 4th consecutive race. The difference is today he wins, and wins pretty easily, giving Luis Saez his second winner of the day for Brendan Walsh and Walsh Racing. Number 1, King Wildcat roughed up down toward the inside to get second, ahead of the 5 Rider of the Blue, who ran third. We move now to the 8th race of the afternoon at 1 1/8 over the turf. Maidens of the special weight variety. These are 3-year-old fillies. Very nice field assembled here. Scratch the 13 Glitz, 12 to the gate, and a wide open betting race.
And they're off. A step slow to start was Lollybella, and Memorabilia brushed the inside rail and is now last. Down the stretch for the first time with Kensington putting a neck in front. Here's Too Charming moving up in between horses. Amazing Audrey. These 3 across the course. The gray in the Moonlight's trying to get over. Already dropping over is Dafa to race at the rail and about 4 lengths behind. Then it's a gap of 2 to Shamrock Babe, who also secures rail running for Lescano. Then down at the inside goes Irish Dancer. On the outside of that is August Snow. Then it's a gap of another length and a half to the favorite Joy of Treasure, racing 4th last. Down at the inside goes Lollybella. On the outside and Plans to Prosper. And after an awkward getaway, Memorabilia is last of the 12 as they turn into the backstretch. 24-4 for the opening quarter speed. On the inside, that's Amazing Audrey and Johnny V by a neck. On the outside and Too Charming right on her flank in second. Racing third and tucked in is Kensington. Then it's the gray in the Moonlight who gets started now. A length better than an improving Dafa. Shamrock Babe is at the rail, held up in traffic following that move, and now making a backstretch brush. There goes the favorite all the way up into a 5th position, Joy of Treasure. Joy of Treasure is now marching into 5th and only 2.5 lengths off the lead. Moving up on the outside and Plans to Prosper 4 wide. They really shuffled back a couple of them, including August Snow and Iris Dancer as they race around the far turn. Amazing Audrey held together up front. She still leads by a neck. On the outside, Too Charming is second. Kensington is watching the action unfold, needs a little racing room. On the far outside, here comes a late run and a good one from Lollybella and Luis Saez as they straighten for home. Wide open here, Lollybella, the one finishing up full of run on the outside. Amazing Audrey tries to stay with her, then Plans to Prosper. As they come to the 16th pole, it's Lollybella with an impressive win. She'll win it a half a length in the end. Amazing Audrey was second. Third was Plans to Prosper, then Joy of Treasure.
Pretty confident to say that today's 8th race will be a key race, as there was not a lot of nice 3-year-old fillies in here. The win goes to 30-1 shot 7, Lollybella in the career unveiling for trainer Michael Matz, giving jockey Luis Saez his 3rd winner of the day. Caroline Ferguson, the winning owner of the Daughter of Giants Causeway. We move now to the 9th race of the day on the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Allowance optional claiming event. Price tag here was $25,000. Scratch the 6 and 12, a field of 10. This was another wide open betting race.
And they're off. From the center, Miss O'Hara springs out to head for the early lead. Toward the inside, Rose Velvet and Gold Lace have a touch of speed. On the outside, No Fault and Duchess of Duke aren't far away. Punching between horses, Mischievous Champ in the charge to the first turn. Coming out on top, it's Miss O'Hara to lead 3 parts of a length. On the outside, Duchess of Duke is now second. Settling in third at the rail is Gold Lace ahead of Mischievous Champ, who's 4th. Out 3 wide and No Fault. Then back at the inside goes Rose Velvet under Irad Ortiz Jr. about 6 lengths off the pace setter. On her outside is Artemisa. Then it's Summer Luck. The favorite is parked 3rd last. Second last is Farcical Feline. And the trailer is Equemini. The opening quarter went in 23-4 as they head down the backstretch. Miss O'Hara and Jose Lescano with the advantage. On the outside, that's Duchess of Duke in second. Mischievous Champ is 3rd. Down at the rail 4th is Gold Lace. Following 5th is No Fault. Then it's Rose Velvet and Artemisa. Summer Luck tries to work between horses. Farcical Feline given the green light but not making ground. And the trailer trailer is McQuemini, separated by 9 lengths, and the run around the far turn. They move now to the top of the stretch with Miss O'Hara in front by an Mischievous Champ 3 wide. Duchess of Duke is in the 2-path. Trying to rally out the rail is Gold Lace. Rose Velvet tries to split horses and come on next, and she is doing just that. Rose Velvet is loose. Summer Luck is also getting loose, and they're trying to get to Miss O'Hara, who clings to the lead for Lescano. Miss O'Hara by 2. Summer Luck, Rose Velvet charging hard. Gold Lace into the clear. Miss O'Hara needs the wire. Miss O'Hara photo finish. Miss O'Hara's in that photo finish, but it was desperately close as Summer Luck and Gold Lace charging hard. Picture time in 1:28.4.
Number 5, Miss O'Hara secured an easy lead and responded when challenged, winning narrowly in today's 9th race under jockey Jose Lescano for trainer Rusty Arnold, Emmy Ashbrook Farm. 3, Summer Luck flew home to just miss while second, ahead of the 1 Gold Lace, who also fired a big shot, finished 3rd. To the 10th race now, in the start of the lead pick 4, 6 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. A field of 8. We have a rider change here on number 1, Mighty Patient, Relu Gutierrez.
And they're off. Ventina checked after the beginning, and Sherry Angel hopped briefly. Poopsie Doopsie away for the lead. First Distinction driving it up at the rail, and 3 wide is Milbra. These 3 across the course, racing ahead of an improving Mighty Patient, then Loving Valentina. Out wide is Fiore. The 2 at the back are Ventina and Sherry Angel. The speed of the speed is First Distinction, who goes to the half-mile point on top by 2. On the outside, Milbra is second. Poopsie Doopsie at the rail is third. Back to fourth and Mighty Patient. Then 3 wide goes Fiore, Loving Valentina between. At the back are Sherry Angel and Ventina. And up front, First Distinction comes under pressure here from Juarez to try to hold off Poopsie Doopsie, who's on the attack. 3 wide in Milbra. These 3 continue to dominate ahead of Fiore, who's driven fourth under Zayas. Trying to run on from the back is Loving Valentina and Sherry Angel with a quarter of a mile left to go. 46-1 for the opening half mile. Poopsie Doopsie comes away with the lead. On the outside, Milbra is not going away. In fact, Milbra now hits the front for Zayas. Back to second is Poopsie Doopsie, well clear of the others, led by Loving Valentina. She has a chance for second, but she can't catch Milbra. It's Milbra in front. Milbra wins it by 3 in the end. Loving Valentina did get second, closer for third, involving Poopsie Doopsie and Fiore.
It's a pickup ride for leading jockey Luis Saez, and he makes use of it as the daughter of majestic warrior Milbra wins in today's 10th race pretty easily for Aubrey Mirage and Sigma Property Investments. Second 3, Loving Valentina ahead of the 5, Fiore, who ran third. To the 11th race now, 3-year-old filly maidens of the special weight level. They sprint 6 furlongs for a $55,000 purse. A field of 9 signed on. The off-time favorites included the 4, Gemini, and the 6, Shanghai Shuffle.
And they're off. Last in, first out. East Moon gets the first call. Company comes from the rail horse, Miss Mimosa, who's up to challenge from second. Driven between horses is Gemini. Up on the outside goes Cry Uncle. She's only 3 lengths off the lead. Now rushing before and between horses is Nth Degree. Nth Degree now second behind East Moon. So they're still sorting themselves out for position as Shanghai Shuffle is also involved early. The leader is East Moon. The speed of the speed under Lescano from Nth Degree and Shanghai Shuffle second and third. Down at the inside goes Miss Mimosa from fourth. Driven fifth, Cry Uncle. Gemini will need to do better, 2 better than Trickazar. Then it's a gap of 3 to Honored Promise and farther back to Little Pow. They move to the top of the stretch now. East Moon has the lead. On the outside, here comes the bid from Miss Mimosa. Miss Mimosa traveling strongly at the quarter pole. They've put away Shanghai Shuffle and the rest of the field, and they're at the top of the stretch. On the outside, Miss Mimosa and Irad Ortiz Jr. traveling like a winner. The daughter of violence sets sail and moves away by 3. East Moon is a distance clear for second. Running on late is Trickazar to get a slice, but the winner is Miss Mimosa. Miss Mimosa on the board at 7-1, wins easily. East Moon well clear for second. Shanghai Shuffle third. Trickazar ran fourth.
Number 1, Miss Mimosa continues a solid week for Hall of Famer Bill Mott as she powers away for the score under Irad Ortiz Jr. for Cheyenne Stables. 9, East Moon sitting on a big performance. She was well clear for second, 5 or 6 clear of Shanghai Shuffle, who ran third. Time for commercial timeout. When we come back, the Late Daily Double right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success from the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park. Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 12 on the program. It's 6 furlongs over the main track, an allowance optional claiming event with a field of 7. Favorite was the 7, The Hardest Way.
And they're off. Cowboys Hero first to break the line. Sent at the rail is Malibu Action. Barry Carafin Betts is going to mix it up. These three across the course with The Hardest Way away in 4th. Back to 5th is Asterisk. Then comes Uno Mas Modelo. Adulation is last of the 7. It's a big-time battle up front. Malibu Action and Julien Leparoux, the speed of the speed from Barry Carafin Betts in 2nd. Cowboys Hero and Panici 3rd. Racing in 4th is The Hardest Way. Behind an opening quarter in a contentious 22-2. Then back to Uno Mas Modelo, who improves with Asterisk alongside. And Adulation's had some pace to chase and is last of all with less than 3/8 of a mile to go. Up front, Barry Carafin Betts puts a neck in front now. Malibu Action is 2nd, 4 wide The Hardest Way, 3 wide in Cowboys Hero. Adulation begins to get underway for Landeros. He'll circle 4, 5 wide. Asterisk is at the rail and they're at the top of the stretch. The Hardest Way comes calling for the lead. The Hardest Way has done it pretty easily. Turns for home on top. On the inside and Cowboys Hero 2nd. Late run Uno Mas Modelo. Adulation flattened out. Barry Carafin Betts is backpedaling as The Hardest Way is 8-5 and kicking away. The Hardest Way in front. Uno Mas Modelo was up for 2nd. Cowboys Hero was 3rd, and then Adulation 4th.
Number 7, The Hardest Way, turned away by the game Harry He in his most recent performance. It was his Gulfstream debut. Today, he has no such rival. He does the heavy lifting today, kicking on for a pretty easy and impressive score under Tabagaffleon for James Kirk, and for William Peel and 5 Hellions Farm. 6, Uno Mas Modelo was 2nd. 5, Cowboys Hero ran 3rd. To the 13th and final race now on the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $20,000. Scratch the 3, 5, 8, and 10. The favorite was Luis Saez's mount, number 4, Momenticat.
And runners away. From the center, way over budget, hits the ground running and has the lead early on. From the outside, Amor Elvira has some speed. Down at the rail, Christianity away in the top flight. Momenticat taken back to race in 4th under Luis Saez, racing ahead of Captain Carroll, and prospectively is at the back of the bus as they swing around the first turn. At 3-1, way over budget, and Jose Lescano carve out the fractions. They lead the way a length and a quarter. On the outside, Amor Elvira is 2nd. Christianity is in stride with Momenticat 3rd and 4th, then back to Captain Carroll in 5th. And 2.5 to prospectively. The opening quarter went in 23-4. There's 5 furlongs left to go. Up front, way over budget, has the lead. Lescano looking over both shoulders to see where the competition resides. Out 3 wide is Momenticat in the 2-path, Amor Elvira. Then Christianity down at the rail from 4th. Racing 5th is Captain Carroll, and still nothing from prospectively. That's the 6 of them as they move inside half a mile away. They went 47-2 for the opening half mile. Way over budget, has the lead. Momenticat comes to call on the outside 2nd. Captain Carroll running on pretty well from 4th, now into 3rd. From the back and prospectively, and they're at the top of the stretch. Way over budget, working overtime to hold the lead. On the outside, Captain Carroll sweeping up now under Irad Ortiz Jr. From between horses, it's Momenticat. Down the outside, prospectively's on a roll. Final 1/8 of a mile, Captain Carroll has the lead. Prospectively gobbling up ground, but time ticking away to get to Captain Carroll, and Captain Carroll will win it. Prospectively 2nd, Momenticat 3rd, way over budget 4th, and Amor Elvira and Christianity.
And that wraps up Sunday's card. Remember, we're dark for live racing on Monday and Tuesday, but we're back here on Wednesday. Our first race post, 12:35 p.m. Good night and good luck.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.